The Army Staff Sergeant being held in the massacre of 16 civilians in Afghanistan was flown today to a U.S. base in Kuwait. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta flew to Afghanistan today, and there was a security breach there. An Afghan stole a NATO truck and crashed it onto a runway at a British airfield just as Panetta was landing. The Pentagon says it does not believe that Panetta was being targeted. Our Reid spoke with the Secretary later about his visit.
Secretary of Defense Leon Panetta arrived in southwest Afghanistan today on a long-planned trip to meet with American and Afghan coalition troops. He spoke to them at Camp Leatherneck. On the agenda were the massacre of 16 innocent Afghans last weekend, the mistaken burning of the Koran by U.S. troops, and the death of 6 Americans in the riots that followed. Later, he spoke with us about what he hopes to learn.
Whether he was on the edge. What kind of counseling had he received, really try to understand the kind of stress that our troops go through when they're at war.
Do you think there will be specific changes in procedures as a result of this incident?
Well, I don't think there's any question that we're going to, as I said, we're going to learn. And we'll have to take all the steps we can.
He said he's concerned about the number of combat tours.
It's got to have a hell of an impact. But there's no question in my mind that when you go to the war zone time and time again, whether it's Iraq or Afghanistan, there's no question in my mind that it impacts on individuals.
Do you think it's time to change the policy on multiple tours?
Well, I've always thought that shorter deployments make better sense. You know that you're not going to be there that long and you'll be able to get back to your family.
Panetta said he disagrees with some administration officials who now want to accelerate the pace of the withdrawal. He insisted the war effort is succeeding and called the last 15 months a turning point.
I think because of those that have paid the price for this war, we owe it to them to stick to this mission and get it finished.
As for the strained relationship between American and Afghan troops, Panetta said there are no guarantees, but for now, cooperation is holding. Reid, CBS News, Kabul, Afghanistan.